I think that men, like, it's conditioned for you to almost be that provider. I don't think it's anything, because when you look around, that's all men are taught. I mean, now it's probably different because boys are wearing dresses and they're allowed to express, and women are allowed to express. People in general.
That's not even it. Some niggas out here glad to be bums. Some niggas out here glad to be bums. And let women just...
Well, let's really dissect this, right? Bro,
all right.
If a woman is out there saying that she deserves and she has every right to be
You already know how I feel about deserve.
Yeah, well, okay. They are independent. They get to do and be whatever they want to be, right?
Right.
So why can't a man do the same thing? Why can't a man say, I want to be a bum? If a woman has the opportunity,
if you want to be a bum, you could be a bum. But I'm just saying that dudes out here being bums. There are some dudes out here being bums. Like,
women are allowing the men to be bums. Women start taking care of these bums, and ballers, aka successful people, however you make the money, stop giving these. I don't want to use the wrong word because this is going to be public. Stop giving these. I'll call them chickens. Stop giving these chickens. It'd be a dude that got like a lot of money that really wants to bang a lane, and then he gives her all of this stuff. He gives her the Fendi, the Gucci, and he makes her feel like she's somebody.
Well, I mean, that's because they got the money to do it.
Yeah, but he's fucked up the game, dog. Now this girl thinks that the next guy got to buy her a Birkin. You've messed up her the way she thinks. Just because it's like and I'm telling you right now, I think the game has changed so fast, so much that I don't think that people really know how to be social anymore. I truly believe that everybody should have an experiment and host a party, and everybody puts up their phone. Everybody.
Oh, I was having this discussion with a friend of mine. We were like,
shout out to the friend.
You have to
but
if you really want to do something, you have to you can't have your phone with you, because
if you go to a restaurant right now,
everybody's on their phone.
Even on a date, a girl I've never met. I'm dressed to impress. I have the cell phone actually in my blazer pocket because I want to be. I sit down and she's already Snapchatting the whole food or putting it on Instagram, or no, she starts to reply to somebody's DM or she replies to somebody's text. She's robbed us maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes of us actually having an actual conversation to get to know you and get to know who you are. So then I get turned off, and then the date becomes a disaster. And I feel like I've also wasted money, because at the end, money is not paper. Money is an investment. I invested in this opportunity to get to know you better. Not every guy wants to take you out to immediately bring you home to bang. That's an obvious add-on to it if we get to seal the deal after. But I think a lot of grown men would love to go and have a meet and greet with a woman and get to know them. Especially if you find her attractive and you want to date her. Get to know her a lot better. And then the money doesn't really become an object because you're having so much fun. You don't feel like somebody's using you.
Well, it's all about being able to post stuff on Instagram so people can like it.
That's the society we live in now.
Yeah, we are a social media society now. I mean, it is what it is. There's no going back. There's no going back, really.
Oh, there's treating it, and that was what I said. When you have parties, and I tell you that you can't bring your cell phones in or you can't attend the party, then you have one or two options, right? And if they start telling you that these parties that these people have are crazy, but there's no footage of it because everybody was dancing. Nobody was worried about being on somebody else's Snapchat.
Do you know what this someone said this? I heard someone say this. I heard someone say, if you have to actually be on your phone when you're out doing something fun, you're not really having fun.
Depends. What if you want to capture a moment?
This is what he said. He said, if you're genuinely really having fun, you won't even have your phone on.
No. What about the people that had the cameras back then? They were taking pictures and put it in the photo album. Let's go back. Let's go to your mom and your pop's house right now. I bet you there are pictures of me and you running around.
But guess what?
We were having fun.
That's somebody else taking the picture.
They were having fun.
I'm talking about.
They were having fun.
You really think our parents was over there having fun while
they were drinking? We call your mama right now. They was drinking and cooking, and we was running all over the place, and somebody snapped us.
Yeah, but that's because
the whole house was having fun.
then you're also bringing up your kids. You're having fun because you're watching your kids have fun.
I'm saying,
and you're trying to memorize.
Okay,
I'm talking about us as adults.
Let's just say it wasn't a kid. Let's just say it wasn't the parent that took a picture. It was my older sister. My point is that some moments need to be captured. I need to come back to you, God willing, in 15, 20 years, and we sit down with gray hair coming out and we laugh.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you a story.
I'm listening.
Okay, so
all right.
When I was in my 20s, right? I was dating a chick.
He's 56 right now, guys.
No, but I was dating a chick. I ended up planning a cruise for her.
With her?
Yeah, for her birthday.
You and her, or just her?
No, me and her.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm asking. Like you said, like you was gonna send her on a cruise.
No, it was for me and her.
Like she was about to get into business.
So, but then I found out she cheated on me, so that ended everything. So the cruise was coming up. I was trying to find someone to go to, right?
You needed a rebound.
No. I ended up going with my homeboy.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you needed somebody else then.
Yeah. So he had just got break up also, coincidentally.
Break up? Was this before COVID or after COVID?
Oh no, bro.
Oh, you're 20s.
Yes, bro.
He's 56. I forgot.
So next thing you know, we get to the cruise. We're on the cruise, whatever, and we're all on our phones. We're just on our phones. We docked. We got to the beach. We were in these canoes. So while we're in these canoes, he's on his phone trying to capture us in the canoes. I have my phone in my pocket. Next thing you know, because he's on his phone, I'm the only one pedaling.
Is that why you got all these muscles right?
So I ended up pedaling, and then as we're pedaling, the waves are taking us to a boat. And we ended up hitting into the boat and tilted over. Bruh, he lost his phone. In my head, I'm like, thank God I put my phone in my pocket.
Because you were paying attention to what was actually happening.
But my phone fell out my pocket. And all I see is my phone just rock right down to the water and it disappears, bro. Bruh, we were so upset. But then, long story short, even though I already made it long.
No. It was a good story.
But even though, long story short, after we lost our phones, we had the time of our life.
Because you had no phones.
We had no phones. We met new people. We had dinner with some random people. Had interesting conversations. We did karaoke. Like it was fun.
And you know the funny thing about the phone situation is, I guarantee you, with everything in me, you would have still had fun with your phone if you just removed social media.
But that's the thing.
Because on your phone, you could only do two things: text and call. Even if you took those pictures, where are you posting to? So why are you taking all the pictures? You would be wasting your time. You know, camera phones have been around for the longest.
Yeah.
And remember the sidekicks?
Yeah.
You remember the old they had cameras. But nobody was on their phones as much as they are right now. Because social media. They want to TikTok it. They want to Snapchat it. They want to Instagram Live it. They want to Insta Story it. They want to Facebook Live. They want to do everything they can to, especially the women. Guys, and this is not being sexist, this is a fact. I can go to the barbershop, get my hair cut, lined up, get a new outfit, and I'm at the club. Maybe it costs me, $500, depending on the designers or whatever I want to put on. A woman, the hair, the lashes, the makeup, the outfit, the time. And then they go to the club and they sit down. And they go to their girlfriend life. And then they do that for 4 or 5 hours. And then the club is done. And then they go home. What did you pay to get that makeup done for? Why did you pay so much for the outfit that you get back to having fun? I believe that's something that's
when you go
steadily been taken away from us.
But look,
that's why people like going to concerts now.
But how about this? When you go to the clubs and shit, you hardly see the dudes dancing anymore.
But why would a dude want to dance by himself? The girls are not dancing.
No, I'm talking about legit. I'm talking about legit, like dance. Like you, there were times back in the day, like people were like legit dancing, like dancing in groups.
Yeah, well, that's a different type of.
But I'm just saying, like when you're having fun, you're not even thinking about.
People at the club and people at parties usually say, and I still see guys like they get together and dance, but people at the club and people at the
mainly people at the club is be standing, be mugging.
Because that's what they see now. They don't want to be on nobody's Instagram or nobody's Snap acting up. So guess what? If you just had that one rule and said, hey, no cell phones. And if some people want to get real smart, because guess what? We know these Apple watches and these Android watches are getting mad crazy now. I don't think any of them have a camera on them yet. But, just get down to at least one night of having fun. And then when you're driving, that drive back home and you're like, nobody has a footage of any of that, that fun night that we had. And it just becomes something that's right here. You know what I'm saying? Remember back then we used to have those pool parties?
Oh yeah. Bro, even when we used to go to like Cream and shit like that. Bro, we weren't even on our phones. We were dancing. We were having fun.
And the
only pictures we took were the people that had the camera that would walk around, take pictures.
They're not even in the club anymore. Because, shorties are legit coming to the club with the ring light. They plug it up and they in the club.
No, they not.
They got the mini ones too, and they got the ones that can actually fit on your phone. Bro, I'm telling you, these shorties are coming to the club with their lighting. They everything needs to be seen. They need to look like they're. I don't. All I think I can tie it to is that we're living in different. Different type of wavelengths. So that pastor, you remember that pastor that was in New York? He has like a really small congregation.
Yeah.
I don't know his name, but y'all know who I'm talking about because he always wears these designer suits. He was preaching at one point, and as he was preaching, he got robbed.
Oh, you talking about Whitehead or Whitefield? Whitehead? I can't remember this
jail,
bro, for fraud, extortion, and But he looked like somebody that scams people. Though.
That's what everybody was saying. And, he's been to prison before.
For real?
Yeah, and I would like to say, like, he's not been found guilty, so I'm not saying that he's guilty of any of this.
But they say he staged that robbery.
Everybody. That's why he got so mad. And this is why I saw this on, I believe, Instagram. A girl
allegedly, they said he
allegedly, yes. A girl said that she works for a jeweler, and she says, look at the day that he got robbed, and they had a picture of him with this ring that had a red ruby in the middle.
He had it back.
They said the next day, in the next service, he was wearing the same ring. So it was like, how did you get robbed? So they said it was like an insurance scam he was trying to do.
Yeah.
When he said it. But I don't know what's wrong with listen, every race, I believe, they scam. They do dirty stuff.
We know for that.
But for us, when we do it, we have this stamp or tattoo on our back that says, show off. Show outs.
No, bro. They get
buy a watch that's like
guess who they caught though? Guess who they finally caught? Hush Puppy.
Oh, they've been caught him.
Yeah.
They caught him like it's been like 2 years.
Has it been 2 years?
He just got sentenced.
I don't know. Yeah, he just got sentenced. Sorry, that's not what I meant to say.
Guess what? I think it was like 11 or 12 years. He's going to get out, and he probably has that half of that money saved somewhere.
You don't think they tried to get on it?
If they can get into, when it comes down to crypto, it gets a lot more complicated. If he's the only one that has a flash drive and they can't find the flash drive, then they can't really get that money from him. But when they arrested him, they got a lot of cash from him. he was so flooded with this money that he was receiving that he had rented an apartment in Dubai, the Versace, and he replaced the tiles on the floor with Versace tiles. He personally paid them to put it on there. So now he's in jail. Like, somebody else is obviously going to walk on that shit.
So all your hard work was for what?